parents with biracial children have to talk to their kids about race way earlier than they should, because it's just a necessity. Social media, where very many people make so many mean comments about light-skinned men. Then there is this issue of identity struggle that no one wants to admit is there, but it is there. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Rebecca, and here we talk about everything motherhood, career, identity. I came up with a few things that have really helped in the last maybe 1.5 years, because that's when he could actively be involved in some things. And maybe they could help you too if you're looking into it. But if you have some, you could also share with us so that we learn from each other. That really helps me is I try to keep my culture alive at home. So I cook some Ugandan food. I try to speak Luganda to him every now and then. I also play Ugandan music, and I don't really care if he doesn't understand. I just try to make it as enjoyable as possible. And if he doesn't like the food I made, for example, I don't make it very terrible. I just tell him to try. If he eats it, he eats it. If he doesn't, I cook it again another time, and then the next time he likes it. So it's on and off, but I just try to do those things. Another thing I try to do is connect with communities, so people who look like us, who have similar family dimensions. Even my sister, she has biracial children, so when my son is with them, he can already know that it's not unique or it's not different, he's just normal, and there are many people like him. And I think in turn he will grow up knowing there's nothing wrong and everything is okay, because there's actually really nothing wrong. Another thing I really wanted to do and have done is really make sure that he visits my motherland. So we went to Uganda, he was 1.5 years, and I plan to do this as often as possible. He has to feel the land, step on the soil, see how we do things, see where my parents are buried, learn a few things by being on ground, being there. So this is something that is important to me, and I plan to do this as often as I can. When he feels where I come from, he will also feel like it's where he comes from, and it will be much easier than telling him stories about where I come from. He will see it himself. Another thing I do, my son is 2.5, but I already reassure him that he's handsome and his hair is beautiful. And I think this is something that will help him with his confidence, and even not be shy about answering questions to people when they ask about his hair. This will make it easier for him to confidently correct and respond to people who ignorantly make assumptions about his hair, his background. He will know, because I will just answer every question without tiptoeing around it. I will not bring this up until he's about 6 years old, so going to primary school, but I plan to talk about identity very early on. I don't want him to first come home hurt and not understanding what's going on. I want him to know these things way earlier, so that I can build his pride of both sides, being African and being Belgian. Anyway, I feel like raising biracial African kids here abroad is layered with tenderness, with complexity. It can also be painful for some parents, but it's also for me deeply rewarding, because I am learning as much as I can with my son, from my son. If you are in this boat too, keep doing what you're doing, keep speaking life and confidence into your babies, keep showing up, because we are in this together. What has been the hardest part for you, and what has surprised you about raising a biracial child? And if this resonated with you, leave a comment and tell me your story. Let's build this village together, the Mom Tribe. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more honest conversations about motherhood, career, identity, and everything in between. See you all next time. Bye bye.